Leading up to the actual day, I had a headache, and we were right at the end of August, coming into September, which is when Texas sees a transition in its weather. And it almost happens to the day on September 1st. You start to see a transition in the weather. And so I just assumed it was a barometric issue, it was a sinus issue, and I just kept kind of dealing with it. And my friends started to say, why do you still have this headache? And I think we were going on 11 days of having a decent enough headache that I was cranky about it. I woke up the following Thursday morning with, and I do use this expression accurately, the worst headache I'd ever had. That is the feeling, and there's no other way to describe it. I kept thinking that I had put my glasses on with my contacts in. Like something wasn't right in the way I was seeing. And I wasn't able to focus correctly, and everything just seemed wrong. So I called my neighbor. I said, I'm kind of gonna ruin your day right now. I need to know who your primary care physician is, and I need you to take me there. And she's like, oh, I'll be right over. Get in there, they do the intake, the doctor comes in, she gets to her third question, and we stop talking, essentially.
There are two types of strokes. One is a blockage type stroke, the other one is bleeding type stroke. And the most common one is the blockage type stroke. And the blockage type stroke actually have two subtypes. One is a blockage of artery, the other one is blockage of a venous vein. Okay? For the blockage type of stroke, a common symptom you're gonna find is facial drooping. One side of the face is drooping, saliva may come down. The other is a drifting of the arms. The arm become weak and heavy. And speech can get affected, either slur speech or have difficulty understanding other people's speech. Okay? And the last one is a terrible headache. It's an excruciating headache. Patient sometimes cannot even talk with this kind of headache. Now, the venous type of stroke, subtype stroke that we talk about, may have a little bit different presentation. It mainly consists of headache, seizure-like activity, including twitching of the arms, leg, or face. And it could also involving vision change. The medical term for that is papilledema, but mainly just the blurry of the vision. And it can involve one eye or both eyes.
And they did the CT scan of my head, and I watched the color drain out of the face of the radiology tech. The doctor said, I need you to go to the hospital. I had a massive blood clot coming out of my brain. And then when I had the seizure, that was my brain's way of saying, do something, now.
Blockage type strokes can be caused either because of an artery getting blocked, or it can be because of a vein getting blocked. An artery takes good blood from the heart to the brain, and a vein takes bad blood from the brain back to the heart. With advances in endovascular techniques, we're able to open up blocked veins in the brain using various devices. In the past, we used to use drugs to dissolve these clots, and we still can do that, but with the advances in devices, we're able to have better success in opening up these blood vessels. One of the techniques is to use a vacuum suction device to suck out the blood clots. And there are various other ways to open up blood clots using stents as well as retrieval devices to pull out these blood clots.
I was very, 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 very blessed and lucky, and there was a lot of people involved in the whole thing that just made it so easy. And I mean, who would think that a stroke would be easy? But this was not hard to go through. It was scary at times. There were a lot of times that I wasn't the one scared, my friends were. But I think it was an amazing thing that changed my life, and it changed the trajectory of my life. I'm alive today because I'm supposed to be alive. I have things to do. There are things on my agenda that I haven't even seen yet. And I will take them and I will run with them when I find out what they are. I absolutely know that there is purpose for my existence. I don't know what it is. On a day-to-day basis, we'll figure it out when we get there. I'll figure it out when I get there.